Welcome back. Well, it's our United Update time, and we have Gary Morrison here who's going to give us a financial report and also talk a little bit about budget. Well, welcome. It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
So this is some serious stuff.
Well, it's boring stuff.
But somebody's got to do it.
That's true.
So thank you for the update. Go ahead.
All right. Let's start with our financials. All right, the total revenue for United through June the 30th, 2018 was $20,336,000 compared to expenses of $20,245,000, resulting in a net revenue of $91,000. Slide 2, please. Through June, United Mutual was better than budget by $350,000, primarily due to employee compensation related and due to vacant positions in maintenance. Staff is actively recruiting, trying to fill positions at this time. Materials and supplies, we have a favorable variance due to a different manufacturer of water heaters being used in the community, so it's more cost effective. Building structure replacement, design work in progress for Castilla and La Corona structure repairs. A quantity of reactive building repairs has decreased due to the aggressive prior paint repair program. Landscape revitalization, scope of work has not yet been determined, so not yet started. Pest control fumigation program started in May and will be completed in November. Slide 3, please. On this pie chart, we show non-assessment revenues received to date of $765,000 by category, starting with our largest revenue generating category, interest income, followed by fees and charges to residents, laundry revenue, miscellaneous revenue, resale processing fees, lease processing fees, and golf cart electrical fees, late fees, revenue, and merchandise sales. Slide 4, please. On this pie chart, we see the expenses to date of $20,245,000, showing our largest categories of expenses are for compensation and property taxes, followed by outside services, utilities, materials, insurance, and the net allocations to the other mutuals. Slide 5, please. The reserve balances on June the 30th, 2018 were $22,962,000. Our contributions and interest to reserves were $6,136,000. Our expenditures were $5,607,000. Okay, next we're going to talk about the delinquency report.
Okay.
And this is through July the 23rd. And our delinquency report is very good. Good. We have gone from 61,314 to 61,044, so we're down at $270. But for 6,000 units, when you're talking $60,000, we're in good shape. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Our chargeable services delinquency report went from 71,000 to 60,000. So we're down 10,000 on that. I wanted to also comment on our chargeable services, and we have had a discussion to possibly write off chargeable services that are under $100 and not bring people in for disciplinary hearings because it's costing more than the $100 to go through all that. So I think we're going to be discussing that at our next meeting for United.
Okay.
Our monthly resale report, our number of resales actually are down from 286 to 217, and they're down 69 or 24%. Our sales volume also down 10,406,569, down almost 15%. Mm-hmm. Our average resale price, however, is up to $282,194 from $249,703, so it's up 13%. Mm-hmm. So a lot of this is we just don't have the supply to meet the demand, and so things are just not turning over.
Right.
We had a finance committee meeting July the 31st, and in that we voted to record one lien, and we had one notice of sale, and that is before foreclosure. Chargeable services delinquency report, we had one payment plan proposal and one account that we wrote off. And then as I was saying, we're discussing about writing off anything that is under $100.
Okay.
I wanted to talk also, and this is not going to be popular. As of right now, it's going to be increasing the monthlies $10.
Okay.
And a lot of this is going to be because of the funding for waistline remediation. And we're trying to cut it from 12 years to 6 years because last year we had $1.5 million we spent on water intrusion cleanup. So we spent the same amount trying to repair lines as we did cleaning up, so we need to get ahead of that program. So that's one of the reasons that we're having increased monthlies. Our moisture intrusion right now is on track for about $1,200,000 at this point, and which is down from last year, but we need to drastically cut this also. We need, and I figure we're probably going to need about $50 million for supply line or the copper line replacement in the units, which we've kind of put off a little bit till we get the waste lines finished because we're not having the amount of damage from the copper supply lines as we're having for waste line. So as soon as we get waste lines under control, then we're going to start shifting and going towards the copper supply lines. We also have electric panel replacements, both interior and exterior, which are regulated and we're required to take care of. So again, it's something that is an infrastructure problem and a reason why we're increasing the monthlies.
Right.
I wanted to talk about the handyman program. Everyone seems very excited and pleased with the handyman program, and at our last finance meeting, I was asking for some figures just to see if we're going in the hole on the program or whether we're able to keep ahead of it, and because the goal is at least to break even on it.
Right.
And at this point, they're not able to assess it completely, but next month I'll be able to have some figures for you.
Okay.
Something called flood buzz. Flood buzz are units that you put behind your toilets, water heaters, under your sinks, and if there is a water leak detected, it will then ring just like an alarm.
Oh.
So that we're hoping to kind of halt the expenditures of water cleanup. And this has been budgeted now. We're going to be, and I figure it's going to be a minimum of $80,000 this year. And we're going to start the program and start inserting these in everyone's unit in United in order to try to get ahead of all this water cleanup.
Okay.
We had discussed a cost of living increase. It was brought up by one of our members that maybe we ought to do a 2% increase each year. And it was discussed also with GRF and Third, and I'm not exactly sure what they're going to do. However, in my meeting, it was declined and they did not want to do it.
Okay.
And the reason that I feel it's a good thing to do is then if you're increasing a little each year, you don't have these big surprises. So each year, you get a little bit and hopefully it takes care of everything.
Right.
Anyway, we're not going to be doing a cost of living increase. And one of the other things involved in that was the new 3% tariffs that have been inflicted by the government.
Right.
And with washers, dryers, everything metal, our automobiles that we're using,
Right.
or that we have to buy for United and for GRF, whatever, I think we're going to be under budget
Gotcha.
for all of this. So again, we're looking at about a $10 a month increase, and that's also a $2 increase for GRF, which we pay them.
All right.
Gate renovations, GRF Finance had discussed renovations of gatehouses 4, 10, 11, and 12, and so funding has been approved for those gatehouse renovations. An energy consultant, each United, GRF, and Third all threw in $50,000 so that we're going to hire an energy consultant to do a major study to see what we can do in the village to save on electricity, or what we need to do.
Okay.
And I think that's everything I have.
Well, that is a lot. That is a lot of stuff. I mean, the place is an older community, so you have to do all of these fixes, especially those pipes and stuff you were mentioning. That's a lot.
Unfortunately, it's about the same age. It's a little younger than I am.
Give it away.
A little younger than I am, but I know that I'm not being repaired.
Yeah, really. Who's going to repair all of us?
Exactly.
And then I just wanted to reiterate that the budget meeting is going to be on August 9th at 1:30.
Correct.
Right, and then we shoot that live.
Yes.
Here, okay.
Yes.
And then Tuesday, August 14th at 9:30 is the regular United
Board meeting.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very
and
much.
Everyone's invited.
Oh, everyone can come. So everybody come
So
on
we
over to
hope
United
we
meeting.
see you all.
All right. Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
the update.
Thanks.
And don't forget, you can either attend or you can watch it on Channel 6. That was on the August 9th one. We'll be right back.